by. I've been to a lot of weddings. The speeches stay out, so if you can't hear me, interrupt me. Tell me you can't hear me. Okay. Now, I would just like to start off by congratulating my brother Mike and my new sister Jamie. You look absolutely gorgeous tonight. You know, I'm not gonna lie. When I found out I was gonna give a speech tonight, I was nervous as hell. I had no idea how to give a best man speech. So I asked around, trying to get some input. What do you say in a best man speech? One of the most important things I learned, make sure your speech is not going to last longer than Mike lasts in the bedroom or his wedding night. So in that case, thank you everyone for coming. Have a great night. Be safe getting home. No, but seriously, Jamie, I guess it's official. You're not using Mike to get to me. For the last 6 years, I could have sworn that's what was going on. I mean, I just could not wrap my head around why you would want to be with a guy that needed to say goodnight to somebody 20 times a night. As I'm sure you're aware, you've lived with him for like 3 years, the kid needs to say goodnight. So, you know, growing up, for those of you that do not know this, Mike and I, we used to share a room. We actually had bunk beds. And he had this thing, he just could not be the last one to fall asleep in the bedroom. So we used to say goodnight 20 times, minimum. And I used to, like when he used to annoy me or just pick on me, I used to threaten him with goodnights. Keep it up, you're getting 2 goodnights tonight. That's it. You know, and sure enough, that night would come, he'd use those goodnights up in like 2 minutes. And he was on the top bunk, so he'd say goodnight that 3rd time. I just ignore him. So he hopped off the top bunk, hover over me. Good night, Nick. Nick, good night. Good night, Nick. Good night. I just ignore him. So he'd run into my mom's room crying. Nick won't say goodnight to me, Mom. Nick won't say goodnight. So then my mom would storm into the room. Say goodnight to your brother. I wouldn't do it. I was stubborn. I couldn't defend myself. I couldn't beat you up, so I threatened you with the goodnight. That's what I had. But hey, if that's the type of guy you want to be with, more power to you. You know, on a serious note though, growing up, your younger brother constantly being compared to you, it wasn't easy. To be honest with you, it sucked. Whether it be the first day of school, anywhere from preschool to senior year of high school, a teacher would be taking attendance the first day, see police on the list, automatically roll their eyes, hate me, before I even had the chance to do anything wrong. Or whether it be sports, have to follow in your footsteps, which wasn't always the case. I sucked. I mean, let's be real. But, you know, truthfully, it wasn't until adulthood that I realized being compared to you was a complete honor and a privilege. I mean, when I look at you, the man you've become in every aspect of life, how can I not be? From the relationship you've built with this beautiful girl, to the brother you are to me and Victoria, to the career you've built to provide a life for you two, to the son you are to mom and dad. I mean, really, today, when someone says to me, you're just like your brother, I say thank you. Why wouldn't I want to be like you? You are my rock, through good times and bad. You are who I turn to get through whatever it is. And I know it's just custom for a brother to ask his brother to be the best man in his wedding. But I can honestly say, that's not why I'm here today. I'm up here. I've been your best friend for 25 years. And I don't know what else to say. You are my best friend. I love you. And I look up to you. And Jamie, I just want to welcome you to the family, even though for the last 6 years, I've looked at you as a sister. And I want everyone to raise their glass. I left mine at my table. So let's just raise my hand. And I want to wish these two lucky people a lifelong of happiness and joy, even though it's not necessary. Because if anything is forever, it's you two. And I love you both. Thank you.